el labio medio vale.
Good morning, class.
Morning!
How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
And today we are going to learn about, you know what? What it is?
I know!
Yes?
About tsunami.
Right. Is anyone know what is tsunami? Tiwol, you can answer.
Tsunami is giant wave.
Oh, RT, you know what is tsunami?
Tsunami is water.
Yes. And then Acing, you know what is tsunami?
I don't know.
And you know? Oh, okay. Today we are going to learn about mitigation in case in tsunami.
Yes.
Before you know more about tsunami, I want you to watch the video. The title is How Tsunami Are Formed. So you can know what is tsunami look like.
In 479 BC, when Persian soldiers besieged the Greek city of Potidaea, the tide retreated much farther than usual, leaving a convenient invasion route. But this wasn't a stroke of luck. Before they had crossed halfway, the water returned in a wave higher than anyone had ever seen, drowning the attackers. The Potidaeans believed they had been saved by the wrath of Poseidon. But what really saved them was likely the same phenomenon that has destroyed countless others, a tsunami. Although tsunamis are commonly known as tidal waves, they're actually unrelated to the tidal activity caused by the gravitational forces of the sun and moon. In many ways, tsunamis are just larger versions of regular waves. They have a trough and a crest, and consist not of moving water, but the movement of energy through water. The difference is in where this energy comes from. For normal ocean waves, it comes from wind. Because this only affects the surface, the waves are limited in size and speed. But tsunamis are caused by energy originating underwater, from a volcanic eruption, a submarine landslide, or most commonly, an earthquake on the ocean floor, caused when the tectonic plates of the Earth's surface slip, releasing a massive amount of energy into the water. This energy travels up to the surface, displacing water and raising it above the normal sea level. But gravity pulls it back down, which makes the energy ripple outwards horizontally. Thus, the tsunami is born, moving at over 500 miles per hour. When it's far from shore, a tsunami can be barely detectable, since it moves through the entire depth of the water. But when it reaches shallow water, something called wave shoaling occurs. Because there is less water to move through, this still massive amount of energy is compressed. The wave's speed slows down while its height rises to as much as 100 feet. The word tsunami, Japanese for harbor wave, comes from the fact that it only seems to appear near the coast. If the trough of a tsunami reaches shore first, the water will withdraw farther than normal before the wave hits, which can be misleadingly dangerous. A tsunami will not only drown people near the coast, but level buildings and trees for a mile inland or more, especially in low-lying areas. As if that weren't enough, the water then retreats, dragging with it the newly created debris and anything or anyone unfortunate enough to be caught in its path. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was one of the deadliest natural disasters in history, killing over 200,000 people throughout South Asia. So how can we protect ourselves against this destructive force of nature? People in some areas have attempted to stop tsunamis with seawalls, floodgates, and channels to divert the water. But these are not always effective. In 2011, a tsunami surpassed the flood wall protecting Japan's Fukushima power plant, causing a nuclear disaster in addition to claiming over 18,000 lives. Many scientists and policymakers are instead focusing on early detection, monitoring underwater pressure and seismic activity, and establishing global communication networks for quickly distributing alerts. When nature is too powerful to stop, the safest course is to get out of its way.
So, tsunami, from the video, you can know that tsunami is a series of great sea waves caused by an underwater earthquake. You know earthquake?
Yes.
What is it?
Gempa.
Yes. Right. And then landslide or volcanic eruption. You know volcanic eruption?
Yes.
What is it?
Gunung meletus.
Yes, good. More rarely, a tsunami can be generated by a giant meteor impact with the ocean. You got it, guys?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A tsunami is not a single wave. You know, a tsunami itu tidak hanya satu gelombang, tapi banyak gelombang. So, tsunami waves can be very long, sangat panjang. It can be 100 km and be as far as 1 hour apart. Where the ocean is deep, tsunamis can travel unnoticed on the surface at speed up to 500 kilometers an hour. Jadi you guys can imagine how fast it is. Once a tsunami reaches shallow water near the coast, it is slowed down. The top of the wave move faster than the bottom. So, yang di atas bergerak lebih cepat daripada yang di bawah seperti itu. The enormous energy of a tsunami can lift giant boulders, flip vehicles, and demolish houses. So, tsunami can destroy your house if you live near the beach. Okay, that's very scary. That's very scary.
Very scary.
So, we have the first one. The first thing you have to know is the warning sign. You know the warning sign?
Yeah.
What is it?
Peringatan.
Yes. We have to know the warning sign before the tsunami can reach our home.
Gak apa-apa, ma'am. Di rumahku gak apa-apa.
Yes, because your home is not near the beach.
Debak.
Yeah.
Debak. Oh.
So, a tsunami warning is issued when a tsunami with the potential to generate widespread inundation is imminent, expected, and happened. The natural tsunami warning is an earthquake, whether the earthquake is on the tip of the sea. Yes. And then, an approaching tsunami is sometimes preceded by a noticeable fall or rise in the water level. Tsunamis also can travel up rivers and streams that lead to the ocean. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's practice. You have to pronounce some verb. Not verb. Vocabulary with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's together repeat. Okay, you can repeat.
Yes.
Repeat after me. Yes.
Yes.
Wave.
Wave.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Tidal.
Tidal.
Landslide.
Landslide.
Magnitude.
Magnitude.
Underwater.
Underwater.
Warn.
Born.
Aftershock.
Aftershock.
You know what is aftershock?
No.
What we call it as gempa susulan.
Oh.
Okay. Evacuation.
Evacuation.
Victim.
Victim.
Water sport.
Water sport.
Devastation.
Devastation.
The Richter scale.
The Richter scale.
Subsidence.
Subsidence.
Preventive.
Preventive.
Which one vocabulary that you think is difficult to understand?
The last.
Preventive. You don't know preventive?
Oh, I know.
Preventive is just like pencegahan. You know that. Why you ask to me? What you are going to do now is I want you to make a group of 2 students and you will be with Ajeng.
Yes.
And then you will be with Okay, what you gonna do is you have to discuss about tsunami mitigation. There are 3 parts in mitigation. The first one is when pre-disaster, and then during disaster, and for the third one is post-disaster. So you have to discuss these 3 mitigation. Okay, you got it, guys?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. I want one of you present what you have discussed with your friends.
Okay.
And one of you will present it.
Yeah, Elten.
Okay, ELTAC. The first is pre-disaster. It means that sebelum tsunami, apa yang harus kita lakukan?
Know the warning signs of a tsunami,
Okay.
rapidly rising or falling coastal waters, a loud roar from the ocean, or roundings of an earthquake.
Is that all?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. And the second is during disaster.
During a tsunami, if you are in a tsunami area and there is an earthquake, first drop to the floor, cover your head and neck and hold on to something stable. If you are in a low-lying area, move island as soon as possible.
Okay. And the last is post-disaster. Anyone?
Ina,
Clear of damage or flooded areas and down power lines. And then listen for further alerts. Listen for further alerts and instruction about evacuation zones and shelters. Okay. So I want you to write down your discussion and give it to me later at the end of the class, okay?
Yes.
I will take a score.
Ooh.
Okay. Mitigation is
Yeah.
the effort to reduce loss of life and property by lessening the impact of disaster. So mitigation is like mengurangi. Okay. In order for mitigation to be effective, we need to take action now, during, before, and the next disaster to reduce human and financial consequence later. It is important to know the disaster can happen at any time and any place, and if we are not prepared, consequences can be fatal. You know fatal?
yes.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
You said you know.
Fatal is over.
Yes. Fatal is something. Fatal.
Gagal.
Yes. You know that Indonesia there was a tsunami, a giant tsunami. You know where is it?
Aceh.
Yes. When?
2006.
2006.
Wow.
2004. And in Banda Aceh, that's a very great tsunami that destroy everything that live near the beach. We move to your task
Yes.
now. What I want you to do is with your group. If I want you to make an evacuation map. I mean that you know map.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you create an evacuation map when tsunami happen. Got it?
Yes. I got it.
It can be
You got it.
written. It can be written with your own handwriting, or you can put it in the apps like Photoshop.
Yes.
Corel.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want you to make an evacuation map, also you present it later, the next day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the evacuation map, you should have we call it in Indonesia as legenda. It's mean that
History.
keterangannya, you know, keterangan.
Oh, ya bener Kinda.
Yes.
Yes. Alright.
Okay, and for the discussion, please give it to me now. Please give it to me, your discussion. One group, one book. Okay, any question at all?
No. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, let us recall what we have learned today. What is tsunami?
The
Okay.
giant wave.
Okay.
Giant wave.
Yes, you can say
Big
that.
water.
What is warning? Tsunami warning,
Peringatan. Tanda-tanda.
like
Earthquake.
yes. And we have tsunami mitigation. What is that? We have three. Yes.
Yeah.
The first one is
Before.
Pray.
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 Pray disaster, and then second one
During.
is during.
During.
It means that tsunami happened.
Yes.
And the third is
Pause.
post disaster. So, I think that you understand enough with tsunami and also that mitigation. I hope this material will give you an advantage, and don't forget your task to make a evacuation map, and don't forget to present it next week. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your attention. Good morning.
Morning, man.